Hello everyone, Interact back again with some more Slay the Spire. Let's just keep going ironclad. We're actually pretty close to having all of his unlocks, so then we can move on to the other one. Ooh, 3 potions. Or 50% of our HP for a rare card? I think as suicidal as this may seem, the early fights aren't bad, and I want to see what I can get. Turn your next attack. I think I'm gonna go for double your strength and try and get like a strength build going on. Let's take this one. It's got a lot of question marks in a row in case we don't do so hot in combat. Oh man, I really want to... You know what? I'm gonna play a little risky here and open up with a bash. I'll take the 10 right on the chin. That's fine with me. I would prefer probably to, you know, not have to do that, but these guys do flee, so you gotta kill them in some amount of time. Sadly, that strength card does nothing for us at the moment. He's just defending, so we're just gonna smack him up. Sorry, I just woke up, so I'm coughing a bunch. It's also, you know, winter, so I've got the seasonal sniffles and congestion, you know, typical stuff. As much as I like Reckless Charge, I think Iron Wave is actually just one of the best cards you can get, especially if you're going like offensive. It's the Serpent. Yep, you walk into a room to find a large hole in the ground. As you approach the hole, an enormous serpent creature appears from within. Ho ho! Hello! What have we got here? Hello, adventurer. I ask a simple question. The most fulfilling of lives is that in which you can buy anything. Do you agree? How close is the merchant? Kinda... Wow, the merchant is actually this far away? 1 week. Week reduces your attack. I'm gonna have to disagree. I'm sorry, buddy. Stares at you with a look of extreme disappointment. Well, you know... Sorry, buddy. Big fish. Alright. I think we are going to receive a relic. What do we get here? Gain 30 gold. You're 10% more likely to find treasure in question mark rooms. Actually really good because we're gonna do a bunch of question mark. You're not treasure. I think that given my current HP situation, you might say, I'm going to defend here. Also, I couldn't actually do 2 attacks. You see, this is what I like about Iron Wave, right? Is you can still attack and mitigate your damage. Is this the guy that weakens me? Rake weakens, yeah. I hate that so much. Oh no, regret. As in, I regret getting that curse. So I want to get these unlocks, because it feels like all the cards that you unlock are, like, really good. Like, I understand them wanting to have some kind of progression, right? To make it so you keep playing the game, you keep going back, but like, I don't know, it really feels like some of these cards are so integral to the character and the way they play that you almost need to have them already to do much of anything. Seeing red's pretty good. Ooh, buddy, we're gonna be in kind of a bad situation here. We could fight an elite and then campfire. I mean, I guess we're going to do that. It's a little suicidal. I don't really know if I'm going to be able to, actually get there and not die. This might be a reset run. We do have a fire potion, so... This would, what, save me 1 damage? Save me from taking a single damage from his attack? I might as well, right? Maybe on that first turn I should have used my, Because the strength thing does exhaust itself after you use it, so maybe if it's in my opening hand and they're not attacking, I should just use it to get it out of my deck for now. Well, just kill him, I guess. Slowly gaining some health back. Okay, Wild Strike is really good, but so is Whirlwind. I think I'll take Whirlwind for now. Alright, let's see how this... Oh god, it's this guy. Okay, so we're gonna just get this out of our hand. We're gonna strike him once and defend. We don't want to get him out of his defensive mode just... Wait, what? He wakes up anyways? No, okay, he goes back to doing his thing. Okay, cool. I think if there was any turn for it, it'd be right now. To pop him out of that defensive mode. This guy hits really hard, so yeah, and I have no way to defend against this. And I'm going to take a bunch of damage from that. Alrighty. Time to... Maybe I should have energy potioned to be able to use a bunch of more strikes. Alright, I'm dead, so abandon run. Well, that was productive. Let's go at it again. Oh, yes, hello again, Meow. You don't give me anything special. Let's do an early merchant, see if we can get something good leveraged out of that. Leverage a good early merchant. These are gonna be like all defense, yeah. How about you give me your gold? You ever think about that? Did you ever consider that as a possibility, my friend? I think they drop extra gold. I don't know if it's like necessarily more than a normal amount of gold from dropped from enemies. 17 gold seems pretty average. Apply 3 weak and vulnerable to all enemies. That seems really good. I wish it cost less than 2 energy, but we'll see. Well, Apotheosis is actually just insane. Let's see, what can we buy? Nothing really. Could remove a card. Swift Strike is just a solid card. So is Hemokinesis in the right kind of deck. Do we just want Swift Strike, or do we just want to pass? I mean, there's no merchants coming up for quite some time. I'll just take a Swift Strike. I think it's a solid free 5 damage. And we're gonna either get stuck on this path or go down this path, huh? Which would have a lot of elite fights going on. I think we're gonna go this path and do the elite fights. Who dares wins, right? There you go, there's the, So let's apply 3 weak and 3 vulnerable, and then defend, and we can still get in damage with the Swift Strike. Yeah, I mean, free cards, I've probably said this before, but if it costs 0, if it's a free card, especially if it's a free cantrip, it's actually one of the best cards ever made, right? Oh, nope, defend. Cards that cost no resources, other than the card itself, are the best kinds of cards. Inherently, because you don't have to spend anything on them. Cards like that, or cards that attack and defend, like Iron Wave, are really the cards that you... I think we can just kill him here? Am I correct in my thinking? I am, okay. Cards that either do everything you want, aka attack and defend. Ooh, Headbutt or Wild Strike? I think Headbutt opens up more paths. Wild Strike is kind of a build that requires like immolates and stuff. So we can Shockwave, and then this Swift Strike was actually probably one of the best things we could have gotten from the Merchant. Outside of like a really rare card on sale, but we couldn't have guaranteed that that would have happened. And I think that's... is this a rare? It is a rare. I think blue is rare, and then yellows are whatever the heck above rare is. Just kill him so it doesn't matter what we headbutt back on. Okay, so here's where we kind of have to make a decision. This is pretty good in, I think, either build. In a full attack or a full defensive build. If we go Body Slam, we could go full defensive. If we go Heavy Blade, we could go like full strength. Hemokinesis, we could go kind of the like risky, lose life, do a bunch of damage build. I think I want to try and make the defensive build work again, because I think it was really good. Lab. You find yourself in a room filled with racks of test tubes, beakers, flasks, forceps, pinch clamps, stirring rods, tongs, goggles, funnels, pipettes, cylinders, condensers, and even a rare spiral tube of glass. Why do you know the name of all these tools? It doesn't matter. You take a look around. Alright, give me some potions. I probably want the dexterity potion if we're going defensive build, which means I probably don't need the regen potion. The regen potion, excuse me. What have we got here? Purifier. Remove a card from your deck. As odd as this may sound, I think I want to get rid of Bash. We have Shockwave to apply Vulnerable, and Bash is just expensive, and we're going defensive build. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Scrap Ooze. I have a bonfire right after this. What do we get? Well, that's not exactly what we were looking for. Or Calicum. Or however it's pronounced. This makes it free. Absolutely what I want to have. Let us proceed. Please give me something good. The next two chests you open contain 2 relics. Ooh, okay. Got some Russian dolls. I'm not going to try and pronounce that word because I don't pronounce Russian things very well. Okay, so we defend, obviously. I think we Body Slam and then headbutt the Body Slam back on top. We can Swift Strike and we can... The question is, like, maybe I should have saved a few of the damage spells and gotten him to 19 or whatever with the strike and then just fire potioned him. This is the elite fight, okay. So it's probably pretty safe to say we're going to take damage on an elite fight, especially this early on without some kind of decent-ish build. Our deck is basically like nothing at this point. Oh, I really don't want to waste a strike, but taking one out is pretty important, so I'll take one out. Maybe I wanted to gain 2 dexterity so my blocks did more. I would have taken less damage and been able to strike one of these. I don't know how this works, because it applies 3 weak and vulnerable. Does it apply the weak first and then the vulnerable? It seems that is the case, yes. Let's headbutt back. Oh, nothing, because we just shuffled. Whoops. My mistake. So what we want to see is, what is it, barricades, so your block doesn't fall off at the end of the turn, and then a bunch of ways to get a lot of block. Like, even things like Iron Wave would be good, and then probably, what is it, Juggernaut, that makes it so when you block, you deal 3 or 5 damage to a random target. So we want the synergistic cards like that. I mean, he's dead, so there you go. Regal Pillow, rest, gain an additional 5 when you rest. Okay. I think we're gonna pass on that for now. Flame Barrier is a pretty good one, actually. We'll skip the potion. And we may actually go into fighting the other elite right after this. Wow, we could go like elite, merchant, elite. Wow, that would probably be a little on the maybe suicidal side. Could have killed him with a fire potion, maybe. I don't know about that. Spike Slime applies Frail. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Let's Shockwave. Then I think Headbutt, and then get back Body Slam. And I am going to throw the Fire Potion in here just to kill him and prevent a little bit of damage. That or a Calcum. Hope I'm pronouncing that right still, coming in the clutch. So yeah, you got Flame Barrier, you got Defend, you got Swift Strike, and then you got Body Slam, and he's dead. Metallicize is gonna be... I don't know if that triggers before or after the Orichalcum. We can fight an elite here. Ooh, this guy actually hits really hard and does not like it when you use defensive cards. Shoot. Put my free damage spell back on top. This guy actually has, what does he have? It's like Angry or something that gives him 2 strength every time you use a skill. Enrage, there you go. So he's basically what we did not want to see. We can weaken him. And then we just want to do as much damage as humanly possible. Waiting for this thing to pay off. Matryoshka? I don't know. We'll put on the Metallicize just to see what it looks like. It does work with Orichalcum. Alright, cool. That is good. I don't know if they happen simultaneously or what, but either way, it's still good to see that. I think we Flame Barrier. Yeah, it gives him a little bit, but it also does 4 damage. And I guess we put Flame Barrier back on top. So if we could get more Metallicizes, those would be good. For not taking a lot of damage. Have we taken any damage this fight? Maybe a slight amount. Also, if we don't kill him here, we're gonna take plenty. But we did kill him, so that's good. Champion Belt. Whenever you apply Vulnerable, also apply 1 weak. Okay, Block Potion's nice. Oof, man. I mean, it's like, whatever the level above rare is, so we'll take it. What do we got here? Start of each combat, gain 1 dexterity. Ooh. Pretty good. Raise your max HP. I may want to start with 1 dexterity, although upgrading 2 random skills... Upgrading is pretty important, and it would upgrade Flame Barrier, Offering, Shockwave, or 1 of my defense, or 2 of my defense. Is that better than... I think that's better. Okay, Offering plus and Defend plus. Cool. I can deal with that. And we'll fight another elite because relics are really good. And very important in this game. Alright, I did start with Shockwave, that's nice. I think we can, so we Shockwave, they don't get the weak, but they get the vulnerable. Oh, they do get weak because of champions, but sweet. Okay. So that buys us some time. So let's Offering. Draws us the Metallicize. That's good. We can defend to negate a lot of damage from this coming in, and then we'll start hitting the Sentry. Okay, so we're only taking 1 damage. Get some wounds, which stinks, but what are you gonna do? So we actually did get a pretty decent set of items here. I mean, Orichalcum could be better. So 2 of them are attacking. So if we can Flame Barrier. Headbutt to put Flame Barrier back on top, and then Body Slam should... Yep, there we go. Takes him out. And then he's going to take 4 for trying to hit me. We're about to shuffle these wounds back in, which is going to make our hand start to be really diluted. Thankfully, it was not too bad with the dilution. Dilution? Dilute? I think I said delusion instead of dilution? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I like this game a lot, but I do kind of understand why maybe other certain people aren't currently doing playthroughs of it. There isn't much in the way of content just yet. It is very early in early access, it feels like. You know, I don't know how well a series like this on a larger channel would work. I'm just playing it because I really enjoy it, and I'm not in such a position of being, you know, an extremely large YouTube channel where I need to worry about, like, oh no, is this going to run well with the viewers? All I have to worry about is, hey, do I enjoy this game? Yes, okay, cool, I'm gonna play it. And maybe people will watch it. So we got through that, I think, unscathed? Thread and Needle. Oh, that is so... the 5 plated armor? So we're actually getting, like, a decent defensive build here. Because the plated armor gives you 5 all the time. I think we'll take... oh, man. We'll take Immolate because it's extremely rare. Epic? I don't know what you would call that. I don't think we need to rest, so let's smith something. 5 weak and vulnerable? Goodness gracious. Doesn't reduce the cost, sadly. I think we'll... I mean, 5 weak and vulnerable pretty much is gonna last for all of the combat, right? Alright, so we got Mr. Mode Shift over here. He's not doing anything, so Offering seems like a decent thing to do right here. And then I think we can just kind of hit him as much as humanly possible. I use that defend mostly just to put it back on top of my deck, I guess. I don't know if that matters very much because he's in defensive mode and I don't really want to attack him. Although shockwaving here is nice. And then I can just defend plus. Gain some more from plated armor. Is this a rare one? Yeah, it is a rare relic. Okay, it feels a lot better than some of these, like, more common ones. Like, Champion's Belt feels like a rare. This is obviously a common. We'll take, I think, Metallicize. Then we can Flame Barrier. And Body Slam. And we're still at, you know, 17, which is more than enough. He's attacking twice, so he's going to take 8 damage from the Flame Barrier. So I think, like, Flame Barrier and Juggernaut... is it Juggernaut? Or, no, Barricade. No, Juggernaut, the one that makes it so you don't, not the one that makes it so you don't lose block, the one that makes it so whenever you use a skill, you deal, like, 5 damage to a random enemy. Those are like the linchpins. We don't really have them yet, but maybe we'll get them someday. I think I want to save Flame Barrier. But I think actually what I'm going to do is use Flame Barrier and then headbutt it back on top of my deck. Because I think he's going to do a big attack next turn. Actually, what is he charging up with? Giving himself block? Is that it? Okay, so getting Flame Barrier was actually really good. Because he's attacking for a lot. Oh, never mind, I mode shifted him. Whoops, I would have had enough defense to block whatever he was doing though. Shuffle the deck up. The vulnerable wears off, which is, you know, kind of stinks, but hey. So we have at least 8 block per turn. Guaranteed from Plated Armor and Metallicize. Which is good because I'm about to take a lot of damage here. I might want to just... I think I'm going to drink this so that Body Slam actually does something here. And we're going to be taking damage from the hide. I don't want to actually take any more damage here. What if I weaken him? I think if I attack him, losing HP from an attack reduces your plated armor. So that doesn't count, okay. Oh, this triggers as well if we never play a block card. Okay, so I was actually safe as long as I use the weaken. Okay, cool. Oh, he's attacking a lot, huh? He's gonna go ahead and regret that. Use another defense just to cover our bases, but he's gonna take, what? He's attacking 4 times, 16 damage here. Sweet. He's not doing anything, so I'll just attack him a bunch. And 14 base, man. These are so good. Although I feel like they also might work in a deck where I'm not actually bothering to block at all. Ooh, that's kind of a lot of damage coming out there, buddy. Although I can force you to phase shift. There we go. I like this boss because it has the strategy of like when you shift his phases and stuff, and like not attacking him while he's in sharp hide. Oh, did my game just... Okay, little stutter. That's okay. So he's gonna... never mind, I don't have Flame Barrier up. He's dead next turn, though. I'll put up Flame Barrier just so I don't lose any life, although I'm gaining the life back, and it doesn't even trigger, so whatever. Did get a weak potion back, that's nice. Ooh, Impervious, eh? I think I'll take Impervious on the off chance I can get Barricade later on. What have we got here? You can no longer use potions. Upon pickup, choose and transform 3 cards, then upgrade them. I think I'm going to take that. What do we want to transform and upgrade? Probably an Immolate? I mean, I hate getting rid of it, but... Maybe I keep Immolate, because a lot of enemies give you curses and things. Let's just do 2 strikes and a defend. Okay, I don't really like any of those. This is bad because it gets rid of all your skills. This is bad because it costs 2. Maybe this is okay. That was really bad rolls though. Oh well. Guess I can use Immersion to remove them, right? Which side do I want to go down? There's a merchant like really far down the line. Same with this one though. I guess we'll take this route for now and hope that it's better than the other route. Yeah, I don't want these cards in here. Because I don't want my skills to cost 0. I mean, I'd like it if they cost 0, but I don't want them to get exhausted every time I do it. I'll just hit him for 18. Why not? He's gonna weaken me and give himself strength. Okay. I think we will get the metallicize out for now. What do we have that we'd want to put back? I think we can just Swift Strike and then headbutt back the Swift Strike just because it's free. We have 14 block every turn if we do no block cards. Right. Hex. You're the Hex guy. Okay. Thankfully we did keep our Immolate, so we can get rid of those dazes. Is this the turn that I want to offer? Yeah, because maybe I can draw into the... There we go, I can draw into the daze. That's nice. We can Immolate this daze to do a bunch of damage. And then Flame Barrier, sure, it's gonna dilute our draw, but he's gonna take damage from it. And it guarantees that we don't take any damage here. So we're going to have a daze in our hand here. 2 dazes, actually. Wow, okay. I think I'm going to use this. Sure, it gives me a daze, but at least it gives me a way to use that to attack. I think he's going to increase his strength and lower mine again. Yep. Starting to understand what every enemy does. All I need is a Flame Barrier to block this damage, and then I'll hit him with my weak little strikes. Gives me vulnerable, okay. 27, that's a big old number. Can we defeat him this turn? 15 damage, I think we can, yeah. Yeah, cause he has vulnerable, we can defeat him. That's good. Hey look, we're at full HP again. Ooh. I think I'll take a cleave, just because it's a cleave plus. I really wish I had more block synergy cards so I could take that clothesline. Vampires. So we would remove 3 strikes and gain 5 bites. I think that's fine. I've seen these guys before. Intense hunger, you must feed. Yep. The library. You can heal HP, which we don't need to do. Come across an ornate building which appears abandoned. A plaque that has been torn free from the wall is on the floor. It reads, "The Library." Inside you find countless rows of scrolls, manuscripts, and books. You pick one and cozy yourself in a chair for some quiet time. This will give us a good chance of finding what we want. Although, shockingly, we have not found it. Wow, that's quite ridiculous, actually. 20 cards and we couldn't find, like, any of the defensive ones that we want. Let me see here. Well, I can't look at my deck right now. I might just want another Flame Barrier, or maybe an Iron Wave. I think I'll take the Iron Wave, as much as, like, I don't know, man. That's kind of a tough choice because Iron Wave's a common and Flame Barrier's a rare. But what are you gonna do, right? Get rid of one of his plated armor. Look, I have plated armor too, buddy. Let's see, buff himself with, thought it said he was buffing himself. Let's metallicize. We can clothesline, which gets rid of one of his, and then hit him again to get rid of another plated armor. Okay, so we have 14 block baseline as long as we don't do anything. So we're going to block all of this, so I might as well What's left in my deck? Not that many. Oh. I could draw Impervious. So I think I'm going to headbutt back the Body Slam on the off chance that I draw the Impervious. Because then it's a 30 damage ability, which is a lot. But we'll see if we draw it. We did not, but we can always Offering to draw it. There you go. Plus this lets us, like, Shockwave. Impervious. We have Frail, which is kind of sucks. We get Iron Wave to get a little bit more, and then Body Slam does 37 damage. Seems okay to me. Kind of regretting not picking up that other Body Slam, but I guess it only really worked because we had Impervious, right? Let's Bite, Swift Strike, and okay. I actually didn't do the math. I thought that I wasn't going to be able to kill him, and I was gonna put the Bite back on top. Alright, we're gonna take Wild Strike. We might... This build's kind of all over the place at this point. We actually need, like, a merchant to get rid of some of these things. Let's get this bird out of the sky right now. I don't remember, what do you give me negative both of them? Weak and vulnerable? No, you give me Hex, you son of a gun. How dare you. I think it's safe to Offering here. Okay. Can Shockwave, I mean sure, we're shuffling in a lot of dazes, yeah, that's fine. Italicize. Clothesline will kill you, right? Bite will not. I think we're just gonna Clothesline to get rid of this guy. We're gonna gain, yeah, we're gonna gain enough to defend against that. Oh, he gives us vulnerable. I think here we're safe to just Flame Barrier and then Bite. This card, I think you want like Hemokinesis, and there's a few other cards that lose you life for some benefit, kind of like old school Black Magic and Magic the Gathering. I guess I'm just going to Bite you and pass? These dazes, man. This guy's very bothersome when you're trying to do the turtle build. Wild Strike, and headbutt the Wild Strike back. And then I guess Cleave. Sure, why not? Of the, like, big debuff things that don't go away, I think the worst is still Confusion. Although Confusion can work out to kind of help you sometimes, but most of the time it just really screws you over. Vulnerable wears off. I still have Weakened forever, though. Okay, I mean... There you go, easy enough. Still not really... I'll take the free cards, I guess. Could upgrade. I kind of wish we had the thing that we could remove cards at the bonfire, but... Or at the campfire, bonfire, I don't know. But we do not, so we're just gonna do this. So Offering does lower blood for blood. Shockwave's gonna be really good here. I really wish I had drawn into Flame Barrier because it would have done a lot of damage. We can defend, Body Slam to get rid of Okay, so we can get rid of both of them. This one debuffs, which is why I wanted to get rid of him most of all. I really wish I had Flame Barricade. Would have been 16 easy damage. So what would I want to shuffle back on? Maybe... I think I want to shuffle back the Body Slam in case I draw Impervious. Or Flame Barrier. Either one would honestly be good. Is this the final floor? Or are we just on the second floor? I'm not sure. It's all such a blur. There is Impervious, okay. So... I think we Impervious, Iron Wave this guy, and then just 52 him. Maybe Iron Waving... Maybe Cleaving was better than Iron Waving? I don't really know. Because it would have just taken out one of these guys, which is kind of all... just whatever, right? Want to Metallicize or Wild Strike him? Does 25 damage. I'm already going to have 17, they're hitting for 18. I think I just want to take out the main guy as much as possible. Drawing a Cleave would be nice, but I don't have it yet. And he's defending or giving his guys, giving them strength and defense. Okay. He doesn't give himself defense, which is kind of weird. $21. Not enough. Taking a lot of damage this turn. So oddly enough, this might be a time where I want to use Corruption, because the fight's almost over. And it makes it so I can start using defense for free. And it will draw me into more attack cards. I'm gonna take a whole lot of damage. And that was with him being weakened. So I basically just, I want to kill this guy this turn. So we can Cleave to take care of everything. Blood for blood. Then Anger. Okay. So that worked out. Gambling chip. Start of each combat, discard any... That's really good, I like that. I think I'll take Warcry because it draws cards and it can get me through my deck a little bit easier. Oh, this fight's no joke. Choose any number of cards to replace. We can replace Immolate, Headbutt, and Bite. Okay, that's pretty good. Shockwave them. See what Offering draws us into. Body Slam would have been great if I had actually had anything to use it with. We might be able to just defeat this Mystic. That's not feasible. I'm gonna use this over Bite because I want to defend a little bit. We're slightly low on HP and this guy can start hitting really, really hard. Plus, there's Frail. Neat. Okay. Neither of them are attacking, so I'm not worried about using Corruption. I guess that feels like such a waste, but there you go. Guess I'll use a spell that'll overkill her by a lot. Alright, you're gonna start attacking, right? Yeah, there you go. I don't think this is really the turn to be war crying. Just blood for blood and bite him. I want to be drawing as many bites as possible to keep healing myself up. Okay, Metallicize is nice to get out of the deck. So now we can use the bite to heal ourselves up. Just a little smidgen. What is that card called? It's exhausted, I guess, so I can't see it. But the one that applies weakened and vulnerable, that card's really good. Okay. Don't really need to make decisions there, but I was gonna put Iron Wave back on top. Poison Potion. That might be better than a weak potion. Okay, Shrug or Wild Strike? I'll take Shrug for now, just kind of in the hopes that maybe we can actually get this defensive build to come to fruition. Oh, it's the Addicted Boy. He's got the shakes real bad. I'll give you some gold for a relic. Non-boss chests now contain cards. Okay. Thanks, I guess. Shuriken. Not really what I'm looking for here. Of these, Rampage is probably the best. Although Power Through does gain me a lot of block and work with Immolate. And I'll take Power Through. 204. If we go this route, we could get another Merchant right before the boss fight. And we're gonna get another Relic, so let's just go through. Ooh, this one's kind of tough because I don't have, like... Let's get rid of Impervious, Immolate. Are they attacking? They're attacking for 20. I think we'll just get rid of those two, because those are kind of our later game cards. Okay. We can Shrug and see what we draw. A Bite. I think we Power Through. Oh my goodness, they add to your hand? I could have actually used Immolate. That's an absolute misplay. Shoot. I think I want to defeat the Taskmaster first, so we'll start putting all the damage on him. Yeah, that actually would have been like a really good Immolate hand right there. I misplayed that. Yeah, he buffs them with strength, so Taskmaster needs to go down first. I hate that this guy gives me vulnerable and this guy gives me weakened, but what are you gonna do? Alright, let's draw into some cards. There we go. Shockwave is gonna be really good. That sound is quite nice. I wanna... Oh, I actually have more than I thought in terms of, energy. Let's cleave. I think we can... How much are we defending for? 11? If we Wild Strike and Headbutt, we can actually just defeat that guy. Take maybe a... Cleave back? Gonna take a little bit of damage, but we're in a good spot because we got rid of the big guy who buffs them up extremely quickly. Can't play any attacks this turn. Forgot you had that. Hopefully I draw some defensive cards. Well, I drew one, which is enough to give me enough block to not take any damage right now. Sweet. Weakened and vulnerable. Yep. Glad they did that in that order and not the other order. Okay, so here's our chance to heal up a little bit. They did 9 damage each. I think I'll just play the Metallicize to keep myself healthier. I'll start biting to heal myself up a little bit. So I have 13, which is not enough, because this guy does 15 by himself. I'm interested as to what the later unlocks are, because there's 5 unlocks per, and every unlock gets you, like, relics or something. So I'm interested in what the later ones are going to look like. It's Iron Wave this guy, because Body Slam will do enough to just defeat this guy outright. There we go. Have I ever triggered this? I've triggered it once. There you go. I've got 1 strength. So, blood for blood, we'll just beat him. There you go. Did I have a bite in my hand? Maybe I should have done that. Every time you play 3 attacks, gain 4 block. Wow, I'm actually almost at the point where, like, maybe I should be switching my build up. I don't think I want any of these, honestly. I don't think any of them are very good. We're gonna upgrade. What are we gonna upgrade is the question. 40 block, wow. Gain 20 block. I think we'll just go with an Iron Wave. I think it's just a solid... Like, numbers-wise, it doesn't really increase everything as much as the other upgrades do, but I don't like this card at all, so get rid of it. And I don't think I'm using... Well... Flame Barrier Power Through is gonna make Body Slam do a lot of damage, so... Yeah. So 27, and it kind of gets through as malleable. Yeah, weakened and frail. Frail's gonna be kind of a difficult thing to deal with. So this is so obnoxious. Let's defend. And I think just bite twice. Gain a little bit of HP back. Anger won't actually do anything other than make his malleable kind of go up, so I'll pass on that. And he's getting rid of my plated armor a little bit. That isn't great. Let's shrug and see what we draw into. I'll metallicize, okay, that's good. So right now I'm going to get 9 more block. Put me at 15. I think I'll just bite to gain some HP back. This guy isn't elite, right? He's just a question mark? What? I thought for sure this guy would be an elite. Okay, I definitely want the shockwave to be out there. Please. Thank you. Then I'll bite him. He's gonna do his give me a bunch of debuff thing. Frail and weak, yep. And now you're just gonna start attacking for a ton of damage. So, Warcry could draw us into what we need. Did not draw us into what we need. So I think we put... the bite back? I guess? I guess we can play Corruption here. It doesn't really do much of anything. But at least it gets it out of our deck. Although I guess discarding it would get us it out of our deck based on how quickly we're about to beat this guy. We're just gonna, yeah, bite him to gain 2 HP back. Fire Potion. Probably, well, hold on, the Poison Potion does 6 exclamation marks, so 11, 15, 18, 21. So it does 1 damage more than that, but over 6 turns. We will take armaments. I need this merchant to have something really, really good. Choose card to replace. I think I'll pass on replacing. So we can armaments to upgrade metallicize, I think. Then we can just play the metallicize. And then we can headbutt to put the armaments back on top to upgrade something in our next hand. Seems good. Maybe I should have audibled into an attack build based on Shuriken Ornamental Fan. I don't know, it's kind of a tough call. Definitely want armaments here. Oh, I can't upgrade that, so... Alright. Let's Warcry and see what we get. Choose a card to put back on top of your draw pile. Probably want to bite next turn. So we'll put that back. And then we'll just start dealing damage to this guy. So you get 1 strength and a little bit of block. And we don't take any damage. That frail is going to be really bad. Whoa boy. It's Flame Barrier, and then bite him. Gonna take 2 damage. And this just, yeah, wounds, okay. This guy has so much block right now. I wish there was a card that just like got rid of all their block or something. Let me see, what does the least damage? I think we'll just bite. Apologies for the dogs, as always. We can Iron Wave and Wild Strike, and that should be... It does trigger these, and then we have... Yeah, okay. Sorry about the dog. Let me try and get him to be quiet. So hey, would you look at that? So we're gaining 8 anyways. So we'd gain 14 if we didn't do anything. I mean, obviously we're going to immolate away this wound. That's like 100% guaranteed. And then I think we'll just cleave. And this is actually worse than just letting Orichalcum trigger. So we'll just pass the turn. We would have 11 instead of 14 if we had played the defend card there, sadly. How does this even work? It just negates both of them? Okay. Just offering. Okay. So here we can blood for blood, power through, defend, body slam, and then finish him off with a bite. Perfect. Gain a little bit of HP back. I will... Do I want another shockwave? Do I want any of these cards? Do I want any of these cards? No. I'm gonna skip that. Merchant, please. What do you got? Okay. Oh, you do have barricade. I mean, obviously I need barricade. I would love another impervious, but I think I need to just card removal this corruption out of my deck. Do I want this one out of my deck or something else? I definitely want this because it ruins my entire way of playing. And then I think that's it. We can just leave. Let's upgrade. That doesn't make it not exhaust. Let's upgrade barricade so it only costs 2 instead of 3, which is important. Our deck is pretty big. Ooh. think we can just discard. I'm gonna keep the flame barrier. I'm not going to play it, but I'm going to use armaments to upgrade it. So we'll play barricade, we'll play armament, and we'll upgrade flame barrier. So thankfully we got barricade finally. It took a while, but we finally got it. And we have metallicize to go along with it. Alright, probably should have done this before I did any of these defend cards, but that's fine. I'll put some damage on the one of these little guys. So we have 25, so we're still gonna have some block even after all these attacks. And what does he do? Defend himself and give them strength? Or give everyone strength? Yep, defend himself and give everyone strength. Not exactly what I want to be dealing with right now. Choose a card to put back on top. Add to wounds to your draw pile. Put Immolate back, I guess, then. And then we Wild Strike one of these to death. This goes back on top of the draw. We draw both of those. We don't draw that. Okay. Interesting. Headbutt. Trying to think here. What would I headbutt back? Probably a flame barrier. Who do I headbutt? One of these little guys? I'll headbutt the little guy and put the flame barrier back on top. I'll bite him. Oh, we get some triggers from these things. And I guess we can just bite and body slam to prevent some more damage and trigger Shuriken and Ornamental Fan again. Oh, we do actually have enough to block him now. Cool. Great. He's not even attacking. The one turn that I draw all of these defense cards. Although defend cards are actually really good because they don't expire. It might have been good to use Impervious there. Just to get a large chunk of block before he starts doing anything. We can before Frail comes out as well. I think we can clothesline him and just bite him. I don't think we need to add to our defense right now. It's already incrementing itself with metallicize and plated armor. I'm really glad we got this. I can't tell if these are his debuffs or mine. I mean, I know that they're mine, but... heal ourselves a little bit. Keep getting our block stacked up there. These body... do we only have the one body slam? Did we not get a second one? Oh my goodness, I really should have picked the second one. In hindsight. Okay, so... it's a pretty easy shockwave right there. And then I guess just an Iron Wave on... the big guy. I really want to start getting this guy taken down a little bit. The little guys are going to be annoying, but I can get rid of them as needed. If Frail wears off, that's good. We can start incrementing our block a little bit more. Okay, Flame Barrier is going to be really good here. And then maybe just bite the big guy. 64 block. These guys are going to start taking damage from the Flame Barrier. So he's going to defend himself and buff these guys. Buff himself as well. Okay, so there you go. That's pretty much what we're looking for here. I think we're just going to start focusing all of our damage on him. 106 damage? Absolutely. Absolutely, we will do 106 damage to the boss. Alright, so if we can pick up more body slams at this point, and maybe get rid of some of these other cards. Like, I don't want, like, what is Clothesline doing for me? At this point, right? Basically nothing. I'll just use it to attack. I mean, why not, I guess. Yeah, the problem is that our deck is a little too big. Although Gambling Chip does kind of give us the ability to dig. What we want to do is we want to be able to open with Barricade and like Metallicize, but our deck's a little on the larger side to be able to do that. So that is a little problematic. Card removal would be really nice. Here we go. Juggernaut is the other card that we want. I wish we could just remove like half of our deck. Is there any way? Can I remove half of our deck, please? Gain an additional, start with 2 wounds in your draw pile. Apologies for the dog. I really don't know what he is on about today. Whenever you lose HP draw, I think we're gonna go with Mark of Pain because we can actually do something with the wound cards. And the extra energy is always nice, especially when we're getting expensive things like Juggernaut and Barricade. Alright, we're going this direction because we need the early merchant for card removal. These guys, I hate. Let's just discard everything that isn't some of the powers that we want to. Let's keep Shrug off, I guess. Well, shoot. Draw me into Barricade? Darn it. So Power Through makes this deal 15 more. So this does 23. That does 7. That is not enough to kill one of these guys yet. I think I want to get the Exploder down before he can fully buff himself up and deal like 1 billion damage with the explosion. These guys are annoying because of the dazes, but I can handle a few dazes here and there. Okay. Choose a card to put on top of your draw pile. I guess Impervious, right? Headbutt back. Body Slam? Gonna get some more dazes. Getting this guy close to death before he starts making his explosion deal more damage though. Which is good. Yeah, he's trying to do it right now. Okay, so this extra energy is good. That's because we can do things like this now. I don't want to waste the Impervious just yet because it would go away at the end of turn. I mean, if these were on 2, I'd use the Clothesline or the Body Slam for no reason, but they're not, so whatever. Yeah, you see, this is the issue with having almost 30 cards in your deck, is it's like extremely hard to draw into the one that you want, which is Barricade and Juggernaut. So any card removal that I can take, I will start taking and getting rid of some of these cards that I just don't care about. Hey, we're full HP after that fight. I will take a Strength Potion. I will take none of those. Card removal? Oh shoot, I missed the Merchant. Ugh, I missed the Merchant. It sucks. Although we can lose all of our gold to gain a relic, and we're not going to get to a Merchant for a while, so... I'm very sorry about the dog. I actually don't know how loud he shows up on these recordings, but it is extremely obnoxious. Let's see what we can draw. A Warcry, okay. And then we'll offering. We still didn't get what we were looking for. Man. Man, oh man. Well, we have a billion block this turn, so that's nice. We can get extremely close to defeating him. Sadly, not all the way there just yet. Our relics are pretty good. I think this Mark of Pain is going to be, like, not the worst thing in the world. There we go. I don't need a weak potion. I will take another Warcry, though. I think Warcry's solid because it'll dig us. Oh, we can begin to fall. Okay, we can get rid of something. Lose Barricade plus, lose Offering plus. I'll lose an Anger, please. Jeez. I think I'm gonna take this elite fight. We're not having, like, oh, it's a merchant. I have no money. Can I sell you things, friend? Please, you have Metallicize. You also have card removal. No. No. Why did I get rid of all of my gold for this lousy thing? Alright, we got Barricade. So let's get rid of Flame Barrier, Bite, and Wild Strike. See what we can draw into. Okay, some pretty decent stuff. So we can Barricade, we'll Shrug then. And then probably just Metallicize. Get our powers out of our hand as quickly as possible. Out of our deck as well. If we could get more of these Immolates, that would be really good, because we have a lot of wound cards in our deck at the moment. Oh, okay. I think we're gonna wait on the Impervious. We're just gonna upgrade this Defend. We're still gonna take a decent amount of damage here. Because these things hit extremely hard. Apparently. Yeah, they actually hit like the hardest of anything ever. Okay, so we want to take out the one that has less HP, I guess. This triggers, we get 1 strength and 4 block. Little overburned on energy, but thankfully energy burn doesn't exist in this game. This is an elite fight, right? Okay, yeah, because it feels like one. That's why I ask. Ow. That's really bad. I probably want Impervious at this point. And I think I'm just gonna throw this weak potion at you. So I'm not just gonna straight up die. Ow. Oh wow, Juggernaut triggers from Plated Armor, Metallicize, and or Calicum? Wow. That's actually so good. Alright, draw 2. Please get rid of this burn. Draw me 2 more. Okay, we can keep the burn now. So we want to get rid of the Defend, I think. So how do we play this? We immolate this burn. And then we just use Impervious. And then Iron Wave. Power Through would have gotten us a little bit more block, but we have plenty of block, so... Yeah, if you could get Metallicize, Barricade, some way to get Plated Armor, and Juggernaut, and then you would literally just do nothing but all of that. That would be, like, hilariously good. So I want to upgrade the Bite, because we need some healing right now. Yeah, you could just sit back and play block cards the entire game. I mean, I guess we're just doing this. Wow, okay. That's also... Well, does that count with block? I don't know. Ooh. Armaments? Or shrug? Ooh, that's a tough one. How much of our deck is upgraded? Like, kind of half of it? So we'll take a shrug, I think. And we're also upgrading more here, most likely, right? I think we'll upgrade more here. Let me just see, like, what we have to upgrade. Juggernaut? I think we're gonna upgrade Juggernaut. Oh, thank you. Please remove cards. Alright, so... Blood for Blood is pretty bad. What are the cards that, like, are actually dead that I never want to play? Probably Clothesline. Probably Clothesline. It's a plus card, but get it out of my deck, please. If I could get the relic that lets you remove cards or something. Oh. Anchor, eh? It's a good card right there. I will skip drawing any of those cards. Alright, we got the Blob Boys. What are these things called? Darklings? Alright, get rid of this. Get rid of Headbutt. No, because we can Headbutt back something that we might want to get. Let's discard those. Okay. They're all weakened and they're all vulnerable, and because they're vulnerable, they're weakened again. Wow, this thing and the marbles are nice. In addition to, what's the one that makes them all red mask? So we'll Flame Barrier, we'll Metallicize, and then we'll probably Headbutt the guy that's trying to defend and put Flame Barrier back on top. Don't have Barricade up, so it's gonna go away at the end of turn, but it does damage to them, so... Okay, so Bronze Scales does work with block, which means this is like an ideal relic to have in the block build. Gonna keep that in mind. Alright, let's start with a shrug. Alright, Warcry, what do you got for me? Okay. Put back on top, which means we're just gonna draw it immediately if we use shrug. I guess put wound back on top, right? No. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna draw with shrug, right? I don't think we need to Flame Barrier. I think we can actually start doing some damage with these. So let's start getting some damage in and healing ourselves a little bit with whatchamacallit? Bite. This is a little bit more slow going than the build where we just do a bunch of damage to everything. But there's a lot more lines for this one. Okay, so we can Barricade. We've got the synergy with the Power Through to put them in our hand, and then we can just exhaust them. And then we want to bite this guy. Does give us a strength and a little bit more block. And then body slam that guy, I guess. It doesn't really matter who we body slam. They're gonna start taking some damage here. I mean, we might as well because it does trigger with all of our blocks at the end of turn type deals. Take that guy out. Maybe I should have used it on him instead. Because they're... Oh, actually they're both defending, so... this is gonna be tough, because this guy is just gonna probably get back unless we can kill both of these guys. Oh, we did draw our cleave. was the word I was going for. Draw, put something back on top. Probably just a basic defend. And let's think about this. Cleave hits all of them. Defends makes our Juggernaut trigger. Do 10 damage to him and put Cleave back on top. Ah, shoot, we were 1 damage off of finishing this. Oh no, we're not, because of plated armor. Our bronze scales. Nice. Alright, none of these. I will take an elite fight. Whoa, I have never seen you before, Nemesis. Okay. Get rid of Blood for Blood. Get rid of War Cry. And get rid of... No, just those two, I think, for now. So we can Barricade. And then I guess Shrug to just start getting some defend on us. And then Bite for some HP. So having Barricade in the opening hand is intangible. Reduce all damage taken and HP loss to 1. Okay. Sure, dude. So I don't even want to bother with, like, high damage cards like that. I just want to use bites and stuff to heal myself. We're already at the magic number of block. Why are we getting burn pluses every time we hit him? What? I'm very confused by that. That's really weird that this is giving us burn pluses. Maybe it was the attack that he used gave us burn pluses? I couldn't... Ooh. Juggernaut and Metallicize, obviously a great combination of cards. You can power through. Offering. That's what we're looking for right there. Let's Bite to heal a little bit. Body Slam him up for 67 damage. Do that to trigger... I guess if I had done that beforehand, it would have done 4 more damage because of Ornamental Fan, whatever. I think we're doing fine at the moment. Yeah, he is doing strategic, so it is the one that makes you, Let's just upgrade a Bite. So anytime we hit him, we're only going to do 1 damage, but... We're healing with bites. We have a bunch of block. I'm not worried about taking damage at all. So this is... Yeah, these burns are from his attack. His attack gives you a bunch of burns. Oh, wow. Shrug. To draw into another burn? No! Achievement unlocked. Impervious. Have 99 or more block during 1 combat. Okay, sure. So those are blocked by block. Oddly enough. You know. That's good. Okay, so we can actually start doing decent damage to him. We will defend. There we go. He's almost dead. He's gonna impervious himself. Or intangible, excuse me. I mean, I don't think I want to... I don't want to add more wounds to my deck. My deck's already pretty bloated as it is. We're at 35 cards, which means we have... Yeah, we have... Well, now we have 9 random status cards that we don't care about. Shockwave's good. Shrug. I think we can actually kill him here. Yeah. Through the intangible. That guy's a tough, tough boy. Happy Flower, always happy to see you. I'll take another Offering. Offering's good at digging through the deck. Smith. What do we want to smith here? Immolate might be nice. Kind of getting to the point where, like, running out of things to smith up. I think we're going to go with Metallicize, because it's very important and integral to the build. These question marks could be merchants is really the only reason I'm doing that. Oh boy. This fight, you know how I feel about this fight. Let's get rid of... I think we can just discard, like, all of these and hope to draw the powers that we want. There's one of them, at least. Plus Warcry lets us draw into the other one, maybe. Let's start with Warcry. Okay. We'll put a Flame Barrier, because only one of them is attacking this turn. And then I want to take out... probably one of the Exploders, in all honesty, but I hate this. If this Thorns guy starts getting... if he keeps buffing his Thorns up, we're going to take a lot of damage because of things like Juggernaut. Every time it hits him, we'll take 5 damage. Okay, we have a lot more of them attacking, so it's good that we put the Flame Barrier back on top. Let's Warcry, though, to see what we can draw into. I don't really want any of these, but I'll put a Shrug back on top. I think I'm just gonna Flame Barrier and then Wild Strike one of these things to death. Probably that one. Okay, so he's gonna get beaten down. Ah, my god, he has 1 HP. Ah! I can't believe he only has 1 HP. And he's gonna increment himself again. They're all incrementing themselves. Please, no. Okay, Barricade's a good draw. What do you got for me, Offering? Okay, let's start doing these things. Come on. Thank you, I wanted you to hit that guy. We'll use another Offering. Talicize is nice. So we can Impervious, Body Slam that guy to death, and then... he might die here? Yeah, there we go, perfect. Do we want another Flame Barrier? We already have... oh, we only have 1, huh? I think I'll take another one. Please be a merchant. Match and keep. The gremlin is madly shuffling cards on the table. 12 cards. Match them to keep them. 5 tries, no do-overs. I gained a Bloodletting. Neat. Oh, I would love to get a Juggernaut. I wish. Darn it. I would have loved to have gotten another Juggernaut. We'll smith a card before this final fight. Probably this other Offering, so we lose less life and draw, I think, 1 more card. Alright, final boss time, let's go. Whoa, hello. Time Warp. Whenever you play 12 cards, your turn is ended and Time Eater gains 2 strength. Well, my friend, I don't plan on playing... oh, I don't think it's not 12 cards in 1 turn. It's just 12 cards. Let's Offering. Perfect. What I wanted to draw. So we can Barricade. 4 more cards. Let's Armaments and upgrade the Defend. I think I'm just gonna Strength Potion. So I guess this increases every turn, huh? Let's just drink the Strength Potion now, because this is the final boss, so... Flame Barrier. So we have 6 more cards? I'm having a hard time understanding... oh, that shows how many we've done, okay. I think we want to put... I think how we're going to do this is we're going to Body Slam and then headbutt the Body Slam back on top. because we don't lose all of our block at the end of turn, so. So 3 more cards, and then we're going to end our turn, and he's going to gain 2 strength. Ooh, draw reduction. It's not very nice. I guess it makes sense for what your character is all about, though. Okay, so we're going to end the turn right now. Good. Which we wanted our turn to end there anyways, because we didn't have any more plays. So basically, that went exactly the way I wanted it to. It's attacking for 39. Just a card to put on top. I guess a bite. I think Wild Strike, actually, because we're weakened this turn, but we won't be weakened next turn. Impervious is obviously going on there. You can Iron Wave. We have 8 more cards to play. Throw another Defendant and then bite him twice. Which does give us another strength. We're at 110. So we do actually have like a lot of damage with Juggernaut and Bronze Scales. It doesn't, well, I guess we have a lot of damage that doesn't really require us to be playing cards. Okay, 28. We have 5 more. Let's try a Warcry. Let's put... As odd as this is going to sound, I'm going to put Wound back on top. To give us the possibility of... I probably should have played Shockwave first. Can we end our turn? Yeah, we can. So we can use the Swift Strike to end the turn right now. Which means that we won't actually have our turn ended next turn by that effect. We'll have our turn ended by us running out of energy. I put the Wound back on top because I thought maybe we would draw Immolate. That's basically it. Foolish, foolish. He healed himself and ate the debuffs. Interesting. Shoot, there's Immolate. Alright, shrug and see if we can draw. Nope. Let's upgrade Bite. Do we want to upgrade Immolate? Let's just upgrade Bite. Apologies for the dog. That is going to do like a billion damage, that body slam. I wish I could headbutt it back on top, but I can't. As always, you know, apologies. The dog. I cannot control him. He does what he wants to do. He barks at things frequently. So I think this is going to be another victory, barring him having an ability to remove my block somehow. And we only have 1 play. We are allowed a single play. So we're going to do Flame Barrier, because he's attacking for a 3. So then our turn ends. Okay. I think this should probably just end it. There we go. Achievement unlocked, the Time Eater. Defeat the Time Eater. There you go. Proceed. Oh, we're at the heart again. Alright, thump the thump, yep. Deep pulsing, continue. Ready your blade, attack. How much? Ooh! 769, that's pretty good. Are your mightiest attacks not enough? Do we need the strongest potions? We've dealt 1,000, so by the time... Wow. From the time that we did this last, like, it's gone up by 24 million damage. It's a lot of people killing this thing. Alright, victory. Did we unlock anything? We did. Sweet. Okay, so your score is how much damage you deal. I see. Havoc. Play the top card of your draw pile. And that's interesting. That's an odd card. Exhume. Ooh. That's a good one right there. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, and feel free to subscribe for more in the future. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.